Hello everyone. So this video is going to be different as I won't be playing anything, but I will be telling you how you can get higher FPS on mobile. Before we start, this is educational. Modifying apps in sideloading can break terms of service and may risk your device or account. Use this information at your own risk and only on devices you own. First off, you will need a iPad or phone, or I'm not sure if it works on Android. I haven't tested it there yet. Maybe it works on Android, but there is other ways to do that. But you need any sort of device with 120 hertz, which is pretty easy to check. Just use like Google and search up your iPad model and see if it has a higher refresh rate. What this method does at a high level, it uses two scripts. One that converts a JSON-FFlags file into a dilib, and another that prepares an IPA for sideloading with that dilib and an Apple certificate. Both scripts are macOS tools, so running them yourself requires a Mac and some experience with macOS scripting. If you don't want to run the scripts yourself, I've linked pre-built IPAs and the scripts on the GitHub page in the description. If you do decide to run things locally, you'll need your own signing certificate and a macOS machine. Again, be careful and know what you're doing. If you want your own fast flags, but don't want to run the scripts locally, feel free to shoot my friend and developer of the script a DM on Discord. His Discord will also be linked in the description. My friend, who developed the scripts and the IPA, will do the technical voiceover for the walkthrough and show how to sideload. We'll also show what each file does at a high level, so you understand what's happening and don't get worried about the safety of these files. Okay, enough talking. Let's jump into demonstration, and I'll show you where to find everything on the GitHub page. If you have questions, drop them in the comments, and if this helps, like and subscribe for more. Alright, let's go.
Right now, we only have FPS IPA. There'll be more IPAs you can use, but for now it's just the FPS one, so we're just gonna download this from here. This will be linked in the description. Just go over here to releases, click on that, click that, and you'll get the download. So you're going to need a sideloading tool if you don't already have one. Sideloading, I love Sideloading, that's the best one in my opinion, but you can also use AltStore, especially if you are more focused on using your phone to sideload stuff. But I'm going to try Sideloading. I've been having issues with it recently, but I'll just show it just in case anyone wants to use it. So 64-bit download, obviously. If you're on Mac, then macOS, but macOS is going to be slightly more complex. If you know how to download stuff on Mac, then you should be able to do it. Run the exe. You can either click it or go to your downloads. It should be right here. Double click it to run it. You can change the destination. I don't recommend doing that. It can sometimes break some stuff. You're going to need to make sure you have iCloud and iTunes installed. You should sign into both, and they both need to be the one from the web, so you can download them here, and I'll probably have the links in the description as well. Back to the tutorial. You can just click next to all of this. You don't need to worry about anything. It will install everything, and then just click finish once it's done. If it doesn't automatically open, you can obviously just search sideloading. See, I get this error. You probably won't have this error. If you do, just click yes. I get that error. It's an issue with my computer. You should be fine. You shouldn't need anything. You should be fine. So now you'll want to plug your phone in, and I'll continue this even though I can't use Sideloading. I'll continue it just to show as an example. You'll plug your phone in, it will show up here. I recommend using USB, it's much faster. Obviously it will say your information, I have that hidden. So you need to enter your Apple ID. So whatever your email is, I'm not going to enter mine. You don't need to change any of this. And then you'll click here for the IPA. Go to wherever you downloaded it, so it's going to be this one for me. You'll see it does this. If you want to change the name to like FFlags or FPS or something else, you can. I'm just going to name it FFlags. Then you'll click start. Obviously you'll be able to click start because you'll have an Apple ID. If I do that, it's not going to work. But you'll obviously enter your Apple ID here, click start. It will put it on your phone, and yeah, you can just skip to the next part. But for me and anyone else who has issues with Sideloading, I'll show altstore/altserver as well. So for altstore, it's altstore.io. This will also be in the description. Same with Sideloading. You can click get altstore. This is only in the UK. If you're in the UK, you can use this, but you're going to want to just use altstore classic. You can get it for macOS, but I recommend just doing Windows if you have a Windows PC. It will download as a zip. Just click extract all in downloads. Extract. I have to replace because I already have the folder, but it's just going to show up here. It's an MSI. It's .msi. It's pretty easy. You can also use the exe if you want. I'm going to use the MSI because I like it better. I recommend doing everyone if you're doing the MSI. Wait for the install. You can just click next. Nothing you need to worry about. Once it's done, just click close. If it doesn't show up here, again, not showing up there, just type in alt server right here. Open. Now it should show up here. It's this little icon. Click it. And you're going to see install altstore. If you don't have your phone plugged in yet, plug it in. Show up your phone name. So probably iPhone or iPad if you're on iPad. Just click it. It's going to want your Apple ID. I'll enter my Apple ID. It's to be blurred in the video, but it's going to want the password. This only gets sent to Apple, so you don't have to worry about anyone else getting your email or password. It only goes straight to Apple. You click install after you enter your username and password. If you get this pop-up, it just means you already have altstore installed on your phone or altserver on your PC or something. If you do already have altserver installed and you didn't uninstall it like me, then make sure you uninstall it, then do a fresh reinstall, and then just click OK here. And if you're getting this pop-up and you don't have it, you probably just have it on your phone and it's fine, you can ignore it, or just delete the app off your phone. Click OK. Now you need to give it a second. It's gonna put the app on your phone. Let me move you to my phone really quick. Okay. So I'm connected to my phone, so you should be able to see my phone now. If you have the altstore app, it should be right here. If you change it in settings so it doesn't show up, just swipe down alt store right there. It's going to say this, you have to trust it. It's going to be your Apple ID, so just go to settings, VPN and device management. You can search it if it doesn't show up. Right there. Developer app, you should see it right here. Then just trust, allow. There you go. Now you should be able to open it. Okay, so if for some reason you can't open it, it says you need to enable developer mode, something like that, just open settings. It's perfectly normal, you don't need to do anything special. Go to privacy and security, right there. Scroll down till you see developer mode. Click it, turn it on. When you turn it on, it's going to say this. You just need to restart. I'm not going to be able to show this, it's just going to be a black screen, but you should see something like ready to enable developer mode. Developer mode allows you to use features that are required for app development, etc. Just swipe up to continue. You're going to see enable. Enable is going to be in red. Trust me, it's okay. It's completely safe. Apple just doesn't like you being able to have whatever apps you want. They want to limit you. Just click the red enable button, you're fine. Gonna ask for your passcode. Enter whatever your passcode is. Then it's gonna turn on. Now you should see the Apple logo turning on. It vibrates. Now you're back on your phone. Let me connect my phone to my PC again so you can see what I see. There you go. Obviously you can see everything now. Now we have the altstore on our phone. Right here. Here's your alt store, your apps. You don't have any apps yet, but you'll get the Roblox. Let's open Safari. We're gonna need to go to my GitHub, so we're gonna have to enter all of that. https:// then GitHub. /tcsd forever 1 with a capital D. Now I should be able to enter. Goes to my repository, goes to my page. Go to my repositories, you'll see Ios-FFlags. You'll go to releases right here. You have the IPA. Download. It's going to go to your downloads. You should be fine to just download it. Shouldn't have any issues. Done downloading. If you want to make sure you know where it is, you can always click right here. Takes you to downloads. See it right there. There you go. Now let's go back to Alt Store. Click on that little plus icon. Gonna take you to downloads. If it takes you to the wrong place, just go back to here. Should be favorites, downloads, right here. Should have all of your stuff. Just search for it. If you didn't change the name, it's just gonna be just FPS switching. Click it. There you go. It's gonna load. Give it a second. It's gonna say this. I recommend just saying keep app extensions. Don't really know what happens if you say don't keep, but it's going to ask for you to sign in again. Enter your email, paste it in, sign in. There you go. It's going to say this. As you can see, you need alt server running on your PC. Luckily for us, we still have it running on ours. Or we should still have it running. If you don't, make sure it's running. But got it. Gonna do this loading bar for a little bit, just give it some time. It's signing an app to your phone. Should take it a few minutes. Roblox is a smaller app, being around 2 to 3 gigabytes max. Shouldn't take too long. Just give it time. So I just purposefully gave myself an error, so you can see. If you get an error like this, alt server cannot write data to this device. Make sure your phone is plugged into your PC. Try to do it again. Go to My Apps, Plus. Go to wherever you saved the file. So downloads for me. FPS. Right there, just FPS switch. Keep extensions. Make sure to leave it plugged in and you should be good to go. Obviously it might take a little bit longer than some people's might, but it finished. You can see it's right here. Expires in 7 days. With Alt Store you do have to re-sign it every 7 days. It expires, but it's completely fine because you keep your signed in data and you're fine. There we go. There's Roblox for us. Let's click it. Opens Roblox. Pretty normal. I'm just going to create an account. Some of you might see the FPS and info data tracking. I don't think Max had that. I think that is something I turned on in settings. If you see that, then you're fine. If you want to turn it off, I'm sure there's a tutorial somewhere. I don't know. If I knew, I would definitely have mine off. I don't really play mobile. You can play this on your main account if you want. It's safe. If it ever becomes unsafe, then I will remove the repository or update it to make sure it's safe and you won't get banned. And we can see right there, maximum frame rate. We can go all the way up to 240. Maximum FPS 240. There you go. You can set the maximum FPS to whatever you want. 144, 120, 240. Whatever you feel comfortable with, you have it as the option. You're actually getting 240 in game. It feels very smooth. Obviously, you're probably not going to get 240 as Roblox is not the most optimized, especially if you're on iOS 26. For some reason, iOS 26 seems to fry FPS on Roblox, but as you can tell, it works just fine. Okay, so you're here because you don't have a Windows device, you only have a Mac one. If you do have a Windows device, even if it's really slow, even if it's Windows 10, just use that. It's going to be so much better than trying to do this on Mac. But I'm under the assumption you don't have a Windows device, you only have a Mac device. This is what you can do. And this is going to be in my Mac VM, so it's going to be a little bit slower than what you have, but it's going to be the same idea. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to get a sideloading tool, and for Mac, you want to use Sideloading. Should take you to a website that looks like this. Go down until you see the macOS download right here. As you can see, you need macOS 10.2 or higher. Hopefully you have that. If you don't, you can update. It also is for Apple Silicon, so keep that in mind. Click the download button. It's going to go to your downloads. I'll see when it's done downloading. It's going to take a long time for me. It shouldn't take too long for you. Okay, so it's finally done downloading. It's right here. Let's double click it in the downloads folder. It's going to open a window like this. Just going to tell you to drag this into the applications to get an application. Obviously, if you use macOS enough, you should already know about this menu, and you should be able to do this on your own. Okay, so it's done. Now we have Sideloading, so you can just go to Apps, Sideloading, or it might be right there for you. Simply open it. I might say this. If it says this, then just say done and try to reopen it. And you should be able to open it. If you can't, like I can't do that, then I'll show you what you need to do. Okay, so the fix is pretty simple. Just click done if you still have the prompt open. Go to System Settings. Scroll down to, or just search Privacy and Security. Right here. Click it. Wait for everything to load. Once it's done, just scroll down to Security. And you should see this Sideloading was blocked to protect your Mac. Sideloading is 100% safe. Do your research, it's 100% safe. It's very well known. You can just click open anyway. There you go. Pop-up will show up. Just click open anyway. Give it a second to load. It's going to want your password, like whatever the password is for the Mac. Now it's going to be opening Sideloading. Okay, so it's done. Now it's open, as you can see. I'm gonna really quick turn on this to hide my information. You shouldn't need to do that. It's gonna want your Apple ID, so whatever your Apple ID is, you'll need to enter it. I'm gonna pause the video and enter it really quick. Okay, so you're not gonna be able to see my email, but you should see your email and the Apple ID. Whatever your Apple ID is for your phone, just put that in. Now it's time to plug your phone in, so let me go get my cable. Okay, now my phone is plugged in. You obviously won't see this. This is just for me because I'm inside of a VM. I don't know if the device will show up for me because I'm inside of a VM once again, but you should see your device. It should show up here. If you really want an example of it, let me see. I can just search Sideloading. There you go. Should look something like this. Your Apple ID should be here. It's going to be in dark mode probably, but should look something like this. Your phone should be here. Choose USB. It's way faster. Then we'll need the IPA. So finally you can go get the IPA. It's going to be in the description. It's going to be a GitHub link. Should take you to a website that looks like this. It's just the GitHub page for it. This is going to look different and there might be more releases, but we're just going to go with the one release we have, which is the FPS. This is just going to be for FPS. We'll click that. It's going to download really quick. It's right there. Don't click it. That's going to try to open it, which you can't open. We're just going to click this IPA button. Going to open a folder. Going to open Finder. Just go to Downloads or wherever you place the IPA. Click Allow on that prompt. And it's going to be right here. Just FPS IPA. Click it. Click Open. Now it's going to change the icon to this. If you want to change the name to something like Fast Flags or FPS, then go ahead. Then as long as you entered your Apple ID, you should just be able to click Start. If you can't click start like me, just make sure your device is connected and detected. Make sure it's plugged in. And there you go. One thing I forgot to mention when I was recording the video, once you're done installing Sideloading and putting the IPA on your phone and you have the app on your phone, just go back to the start and see where I mention once you have Roblox or AltStore installed on your phone. Just go to wherever that timestamp is and follow the tutorial. It's gonna be for AltStore, but all you have to do is that exact idea, except with Roblox instead of AltStore. So just look up Roblox instead of AltStore, go to it, and just follow everything else. It's the same idea, you just have to enable developer mode. Okay, so as disappointing as this might be for some people, there's no actual way to sideload without a PC right now. For iOS 26 that is. You can do stuff for iOS 18, but I'm not really going to get into that as, number one, I don't have an iOS 18 device, and if I did, a lot of those methods are really sketchy, so I don't really want to go over that. They have a lot of NSFW on them. I just don't want to get into it. Okay, last little thing before we end the video. I just wanted to show the build and inject scripts. Yeah, the build script, this is for building the dilib, uses Xcode, pretty simple. Nothing here should be detected as a virus. Everything, if you have any sort of idea, should all make sense, should be easy to understand. Explaining it to someone who doesn't really know Swift or anything to do with coding might be a little bit difficult, but what I can say is it's all safe and you can try to make some sense of it, and you should be able to, but it's a very short 40 lines. Now the inject script, this inject, I mean, might be suspicious, might be flagged, but it uses already built tools, only 54 lines, or 53 as you can see. Pretty simple basic script. But this is just used for injecting the dilib into the IPA. The main part is rebuilding the IPA, which requires your Apple certificate, which you can make your own Apple certificate, which is what I did, but that is the hardest part, I would say, or the most suspicious thing. But if you can make any sense of Swift code and just code in general, then you will probably be able to understand that this is safe. Just wanted to show this in the video in case anyone would be like, oh, it's a virus. Here's the code. It's safe. It's on GitHub. Yeah, if there's anything else you need help with, you can leave a comment. Message me on Discord. If you want to contribute to the code, then again, just let me know. I did kind of want to get in contact with someone who knew how to make an icon inside of the Roblox app, kind of like Delta and those executors have, so the user could change that in-game. And it's definitely possible to update your fast flags while the game is running. It's just, I don't know enough. So if you know anything about doing that, then let me know, and I'd be happy to work with you and make this better. Other than that, have a good day. Hopefully this helped you. Leave a comment if you need help. Peace.